Welcome to America 2.0. This is the main video for the evening of 3/12/2015. You might want to get this out there to as many people as you can. Share this with everyone you can. This is one for the headlines, folks. Again, share this with everyone you know. This particular article is coming from Fortune.com. It's by International Russian News by Jeffrey Smith, March 12, 2015. There's a lot of talk, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just going to go ahead and read what I have here. Putin's mysterious absence has Moscow abuzz with rumors. A buddy of mine from the United Nations, United Nations Soldiers for International Peace, or something like that. He's heard rumors that Putin could even be dead. Rumors they're getting is there's a more than 50% chance he's dead. And it's something related to the Nemovitz assassination, or that one guy. And there's a little bit of buzz, probably 20 to 30% that Obama's behind it. But unfortunately, this article does not discuss those possibilities. Let me just go ahead and read this to you. Chechen leaders raising support for murder raises fears for bitter power struggle close heart of the Russian state. Is he ill? Is he too busy trying to contain power struggle at the top Russian state? Is he really going to fire Igor Sechin, his strong right arm? Moscow awash with rumors about President Vladimir Putin, who hasn't been seen in public for nearly a week, folks. He's also postponed a trip to meet with President of Kazakhstan and Belarus, two important neighbors, and even more intriguingly, skipped one of his favorite diary items, an annual address to his old colleagues at the KGB, or now FSB. The country depends on a personality cult around strong unifying leader. Doesn't need kind of absenteeism. After all, it's less than 6 months since Yevgeny Volodin, Putin's deputy chief of staff at the Kremlin, told an audience of international analysts and journalists that without Putin, there is no Russia. By the government's own logic, the prolonged absence of Putin begs the question, what's happening to the Russian state? And things look even fishier. Close up, folks. Newspaper at RBC exposed inconsistencies of the Kremlin's version of Putin's absence and what he's been doing earlier this week. RBC sources close to the Kremlin said that two meetings with regional governors that supposedly happened at the Kremlin this week, one was done remotely and the other took place last Thursday. Putin's long-standing spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, told radio station Ekov Muscovy that ill health isn't the reason his handshake could break your hand, Peskov said, unwillingly falling into the same colorful language as 20 years ago to counter the very well-founded rumors of Boris Yeltsin's informations. So where is he and why is he missing big dates? Most of the speculation focuses around Razmin Kadyrov, president of Caucasus Republic of Chechnya. Kadyrov occupies a unique place in Russian power structure. Many critics say he has used it to poise the whole Russian body of politics since 2003. When he inherited the peace deal with his father, brokered with Putin at the end of the Second Chechen War. Brutally repressive locally, Kadyrov has sucked billions of dollars in subsidies from Moscow to help pacify the region, always with the implicit threat that he and his security forces could again turn rogue unless they were kept sweet. In return, he's been one of Putin's loudest and most loyal lieutenants in the presidential election 2012. 99.76 of voters in Chechnya voted for Putin. Yeah, that sounds kind of like a fix, but okay. Late Sunday, Kedrov had leapt to the defense of Zur Dedyev, one of 5 Chechens arrested on suspicion of killing opposition politician Boris Nemtsov. That's the person I was talking to you about, calling him a true patriot, saying that his devotion to Russia was beyond question, even if he's found guilty of the murder. Dev has said until recently been a deputy commander of Ketrov's North Battalion, a man who enjoyed his personal trust. He now claims he's innocent, and earlier confession had been extracted under duress. To many, Kedrov's interpretation came close to admitting ultimate responsibility for Nemetsov's murder and demonstration of his power and untouchability. He timed his announcement one day before receiving a medal from Putin in the Kremlin for his outstanding public service. The identity of who ordered Nemetsov's killing may never be discovered. Ketherov's own intervention provide at best circumstantial evidence, but what's happened so far to the consistency of the murders of other opponents of Keterov. I'm not going to read too much more of this, folks, but parallels have been drawn with the assassination of journalist Anna Palata of Kaya in 2006, with strong ones with the case of Ruslan Yadayev, a member of the last clan to challenge Keterov seriously for power in Chechnya. Yemediev was shot dead outside a federal government building in 2008, just after leaving meeting in the Kremlin. Both cases, rank and file Chechen hitmen were convicted, but neither case was the organizer of the killings found. Gradually, the idea is becoming consensus that when a high-profile politician is gunned down under the walls of the Kremlin, particularly one who's kept under constant surveillance, then either the president is responsible or he has lost control. Neither version is particularly pleasant to contemplate. And basically, folks, and I don't want to do this word for word, but I'm trying to get this out there, and I'm trying to get you to put this out there. Either way, as Nemetsov's daughter, Ziena, put it to the BBC Thursday, Putin was politically to blame for the culture that allowed the murder to happen, even if he didn't order it. So, Putin's mysterious absence has Moscow buzzing in rumors. And like I said, the major thing that I'm hearing is Putin is dead. Notice in there a few things, folks. One, there's no mentioning of anybody seeing him in the last week or two. Two, nobody has mentioned what he's been doing. And I know I said that nobody's seen him, but nobody's seen him in the halls, nobody's seen him outside, nobody's seen him, folks, in more than a week. I don't want to say he's dead, but till he shows up, it's the assumption.